Hey guys, what's up? It's Finch here. Been a super duper long day with the Smogon Charity Bowl happening. Ultimately, we raised over $2,000 for the Trevor Project, which is amazing. And congratulations to Starreal for winning. I'm going to be bringing you guys the finals and maybe some other coverage from that tournament as well in the coming days. Stay tuned. I'm going to be getting daily uploads for the next week or so that's super duper amazing. But in the meantime, let's talk about this ban first and foremost. We banned Drizzle via unanimous council vote. Long story short was we decided that mana fee was problematic under Rain initially. Everyone was saying it. You could look on the forums, you could look at the PS from, you could play the tier. Long story short is being able to live things like Draco Meteor from Latios, from Thunderbolt, from Magnezone, or whatever it may be, Volt Switch from offensive Rotom Wash, etc. Comfortably resting them off under Rain, getting all the way back to full, and that in conjunction with Tail Glow, letting it be super duper strong, Rain, Stab, Surf. I mean, people were using Water Immunes, but then people started using Skill Swap on Manaphy to beat them anyway. You get the point. The fact of the matter is that Manaphy had ways around pretty much all forms of counterplay. It was really strong to begin with. It was so good that we were like, oh damn, it's broken, we gotta ban Manaphy, right? But then we started seeing Crawd Hunt, and we started seeing Feraligatr on the physical, and we started seeing Kingdra as a staple, as a revenge killer, and absolute offense annihilator on special end, and there was so much more to it. I mean, we saw Rain evolve within the last 2 days to beat would-be checks and counters to it. We saw Mantine spike in usage just to try and keep it underwhelming a little bit, but even then it was still too much. It was still too overwhelming. And on top of that, I mean, just the lack of Ferrothorn, you know, the lack of Toxapex made it so that Rain really ran rampant, and that's crazy. Unfortunately, Rain was fun to play, but it was clear that the metagame was no longer playable with it. The building was either I'm using Rain with X Pokemon, or I'm using a team that specifically is built to counter Rain, and if you didn't do that, then you were risking losing to certain types of Rain. It was just too much, too far spread out, because Rain was a pretty versatile archetype, and too easy to use. The opportunity cost, the barrier was not that bad. Not many teams were built that really destroyed every single type of Rain, and those that were didn't do very well against the rest of the metagame. It made it very coin flippy, if you will. To quote Eve, who she was on the Charity Bowl stream with me, amazing contributor, big fan. This playstyle over the course of the tournament and prior has proven itself to be frankly obscene and restrictive, and that goes beyond just the talents of Manaphy, which yeah, that's why we didn't ban just Manaphy. Others posted about it as well. The lack of adequate response to the power of Rain provides far too many Pokemon. Yeah, I mean, even things like Latios with Surf, but again, the main ones would be Manaphy, Crawdaunt, Kingdra. We even saw some Ludicolo and Quillfish as well. Quillfish just completely annihilated like would-be special checks like Blissey or Chansey and Mantine as well, which is pretty interesting. What types like Latios and Starmie, what attacks from Latios and Starmie rather were also strong, for example, yeah. We didn't want to run Damp Rock just because we felt that wouldn't really necessarily do the trick. We could maybe re-look into unbanning Drizzle and banning Damp Rock in the future, but for now, this is best. And Pelipper ban alone is not enough. People can still run Politoed, and ultimately, we wanted a clear solution that would, you know, stop the, I would say stop the bleeding, but really stop the raining, and ultimately, this was what was best for the metagame, so we decided to do this. Really excited for what the metagame is to come now. Things like Latios still potentially overbearing, Blaziken really strong too, same with Garchomp, but I think there's going to be a lot more balance. I think the metagame is going to finally be able to kind of evolve and move forward, so I'm excited to see. What do you guys think? Do you think the Rain ban was justified? I mean, I think it was very clear cut. It was unanimous, and everyone in the tournament said so as well, but I'm curious what you guys are thinking. What do you think is going to get better? There was a guy, Xeno420, who made a really good post. I love the banning of Drizzle. Rain was too impressive. He said the losers, and the clear losers are what they are, you know, Kingdra, Kabutops, Ludicolo, Mantine, and then he also mentioned Manaphy and Latios, but those are probably still pretty viable. But there are also a ton of winners, Pokemon that maybe were held back by Rain, or didn't fit on Rain teams, and I personally think the biggest winners are Blaziken and Gliscor, but there are some others he mentions as well. Scizor is a good one. The Scissors do fit on some Rains. Sand, yeah, although arguably the reason to use Sand was counter Rain, so it'll be interesting to see how that goes. But yeah, all in all, there were a ton of things that are going to benefit from this as well. Gliscor is going to be really amazing, and I'm curious to see how that develops in the metagame. I think there's a lot of good development surrounding Gliscor. I think without Hidden Power Ice, with Trick being minimized, and without things like Slowbro with Teleport to really pivot in and out repeatedly, Slowbro's survival, but you know, it does better against Pokélord as otherwise would. You gotta kind of use things like Mamoswine or Latios or Rotom Wash, and you can't pair Gliscor with Pursuit, which is definitely a limiting factor, but still, it's gonna be very good. I'm excited to see where that goes in the metagame. I think especially defensive Gliscor is going to be an absolute demon. But yeah, just a 5-minute brief nighttime video. I'll probably do another video tomorrow. Be sure to stay tuned. Hope you all have a great day, and we'll talk again soon. Okay, bye.